We are Georgia and David. In March of 2022, we quit our jobs to travel the world full-time. We are currently exploring Mexico, and our goal is to visit 100 Pueblos Mágicos.
Welcome to the Pueblo Mágico of Huamantla. We're going to be spending the next week here because this area is surrounded by natural beauty, and we're going to take you with us as we go exploring. Stay tuned to the end for a tour of our Airbnb and a detailed breakdown of our expenses.
So honestly, our first stop of the day was to stop at a lavanderia to get our clothes washed. And our second stop was the Museo de la Ciudad, which unfortunately is closed for restorations.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be closed for a while. Just around the corner, though, are the Huamantla letters. So we're going to go ahead and snap our photo. And then behind that is the Puppet Museum. So we'll go check that out. That is harder than it looks.
Sí, muy pronto. Aquí en el Museo Nacional del Títere los esperamos muy pronto.
So we finished up here at the Puppet Museum, and it was more impressive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, there is no technical cost for entry. It is a donation. We chose to give 100 pesos. They also have a little puppetry theater that they do shows. She said the next one was at 2 o'clock, but we're not going to stick around for that. It does seem more like kid-oriented. But I will say they had puppets from all around the world. Of course, they had puppets from Mexico, but they also had ones from Indonesia. They had some from Japan. I think there were ones from Thailand, Taiwan,
Russia,
Cuba, Hungary. I mean, just everywhere. It was a really impressive collection, and the ones from Mexico spanned from, I mean, like pre-Hispanic times all the way up to the 1990s. So it was really neat and definitely worth a stop. Yep. But I think we're getting hungry, and we're gonna go find something to eat.
In this little market, we were able to try pan de pulque, which is a sweetbread made with naturally occurring yeast from the maguey plant. It was delicious, and we bought some for 20 pesos, or $1.11. Alright, so we just finished up our late lunch. I had a crispy chicken sandwich with a honey glaze on it. It had some heat to it, actually. Got a little sweaty there. I also had a beer, and I had 3 tacos al pastor.
Those tacos were really good too. I got the arrachera, which was good. I had a very spicy potatoes and spicy guacamole, so apparently they like things spicy here. But overall it was a good price. I had a claricat as well, which had a lot of fresh fruit in it. Very delicious. We did try to see both of the churches around the main square, but one was having a wedding and the other one was having a quinceañera. Then we went to eat, hoping that they would be done when we got back out, and there was another quinceañera going on in that church, and then they had locked the other one completely. So we will try again a different day, but right now I think we're gonna just get some ice cream.
One of the sad realities of getting older is that my eyesight isn't what it used to be. So I stopped at the local obstetrician to see about getting some reading glasses. It was $135, including exam and glasses with blue light filter. First stop of the day was El Quinto Toro. We started out with a naranjada and a limonada, which were both freshly squeezed drinks. And then I got a torta de pierna, which is a pork leg sandwich. And then I also got a mole de cordero. And here a mole is a soup, and that soup was very spicy.
Yeah, the sandwich was super good though. I got the flautas de pollo, which are just hard fried chicken tacos, and then I got their birria, which their birria was very strange. It was just like a chopped up steak that was in a very spicy tomato soup. I really enjoyed it, but I wouldn't recommend the restaurant if you don't like spicy things. Our next stop here is the Plaza de Toros and the adjoining museum. The reason that Huamantla is actually a Pueblo Mágico is because of their celebrations, one of which involves a running of the bulls. So I'm excited to go check this out.
Right, so we didn't have to pay anything to get into the museum. I'm not sure if that's because today is Sunday or if it's free every day.
In addition to the bull running for the festivals, they also have these beautiful tapetes or carpets that run down the streets that are made from colored sawdust as well as flower petals. And here they have a little mural painted on the ground to kind of show what those would look like. So after the museum, we came back to the center of town, and there is a dulce típica here. It's called a moigano, and it's basically like a kind of hard sponge cake or soft cookie that's topped with a syrup and then a piece of obleja. An obleja is basically like the cheap ice cream cones that you get back home, that kind of flavor and texture. So overall, I tried it. I didn't really like it. We didn't buy them, but hey, try it when you're here. It is the specialty of the area.
And then we were coming back in, we're going to check out the churches, but of course it's Sunday, so they're being occupied right now. So to kill some time, we're going to take this tour bus over here and check out the town, and hopefully the churches are cleared out by then.
Yeah, and the tickets were 70 pesos per person.
So we're still on the tramvia tour, and we made a stop at Hacienda Soltepec.
This hacienda also houses the pulque museum because the hacienda is known for its pulque production. They also have a little artisanía market set up. The tour guide said that we had about 20 minutes to check things out, so we're going to go do that.
The Hacienda has now been turned into a hotel that has a beautiful looking restaurant in the central courtyard. So that tramvia tour was really, really cool, especially for only 70 pesos per person. Probably the longest one we've ever been on as well.
It definitely was the longest one. It took us 2 hours and 45 minutes from start to finish.
And we also got to go back to the Toro Museum again, check that out with an actual tour guide, so we learned a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're thinking of doing that, I'd just wait and do the Tramvia tour. We also ended up going out to the Hacienda, which that's about 15 minutes outside of town, so again, that adds a lot of value. He gave us a little tour there, and we did the little tiny Pulque Museum. I don't know that the Pulque Museum is really worth it, but if you're there, you can pop in, and it's free with your Tramvia ticket. So overall, we definitely enjoyed it. We did finally get to go in those churches earlier, so you should have already seen that footage. And now I think we've earned ourselves a drink.
After our drinks, we enjoyed the view from the roof of our Airbnb.
This was our Airbnb for the past week in Huamantla. You can see we had covered parking down here. And then up these stairs and through this door was our apartment. So we had a nice little couch here. Nice big TV. Then we had a little dining area here. Small kitchen, didn't have much counter space, but it worked. Fridge. Here's the bedroom where we used to store things. And then full bathroom here. And then this was the bedroom we used. See, it is a double bed with 2 big nightstands, some closet space. No AC here, but we didn't need it. And now for that cost breakdown. That Airbnb set us back $439 for 7 nights. We spent $262 on transportation. The tolls in this area are high. We spent $39 on entertainment, $106 on bars and on alcohol. We spent $438 at restaurants, $162 on groceries, and just $28 on personal care. That grand total, $1,474 or $211 per day. Not included in this total are David's new glasses, which cost $135. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, check out last week's video where we explore the nearby Pueblo Mágico of Tlaltepec and the nearby town of Tepeyahualco.